We are in the beam!
Yep, that pretty much sums up the invasion update. Well, thank you very much for watching and have a great day. Just kidding, just kidding. That's probably the best part about this update. Hello everyone, this is Kona, and thank you for tuning in to another TF2 commentary. So this is the third major community-created update, and this time it's space-themed. Now space seems to be pretty popular nowadays. You have all those space movies like The Martian and Star Wars coming up soon. There's also Star Wars Battlefront, if you're interested, coming in November. And we have a lot of real-life stuff, like news from NASA and SpaceX and stuff, so that's really cool. I guess this is the year of space, huh? Anyway, the Invasion update has new maps, new cosmetics, of course, new weapons reskins, new unusual effects, and a new taunt. I also noticed that Valve has been putting a lot of work into the TF2 client itself. They actually have most of the up-to-date stuff right on the front page, right on the menu, and that's really great. And they're really promoting things like their cases, the passes, and keys. Now, I don't remember if this was there during the Gunmetal update, but I can see that Valve was taking a lot of cues from their other games like Dota 2 and CSGO to try and promote their latest stuff. First, I want to talk about the maps. We get 4 new maps, and one of them is a new game mode. There's CTF2 Fort Invasion, which someone on Reddit suggests that they should have called it Area 52 Fort, which I completely agree. Valve, you gotta go in there and update the map name right now, please, because that's very, very clever. Now, personally, I don't play CTF maps a whole lot, and in 2 Fort, it seems like you're either sniping at mid, or you're camping at the intel as an NG or something. So while I haven't played too much of this map, I do appreciate the invasion-themed variant. Arena Buyer, I think it's called, puts you on a farm fighting for control points, or you're just trying to wipe out the enemy team. Again, this is another game mode that I don't often play. I mean, you only get 1 life, and since it's only 8v8, some people have to sit out each round. But it's a very nice and tight map, and if you play Soldier, I think you'll do pretty well here. Koth Probed is a very unique King of the Hill map that's shaped like an L, and the control point is right at the corner. That's pretty clever, very clever idea, and it's a nice change from your traditional linear Koth map. Now, I would like to see more Koth maps that experiment with shapes like these, since it creates new gameplay dynamics. And finally, my favorite, and it might be your favorite too, is PD or Player Destruction Watergate, a map where you are literally trying to get the aliens drunk. Now, since this is a new game mode, I, like many others, wasn't quite sure what to do the first time I actually played this map. Now, after about 5 minutes, I started noticing the counter at the bottom of the screen, which for some reason the textures don't work for some reason, but that's okay. And I was thinking to myself, we can't possibly be competing as to who can get the UFO drunk the fastest, right? Because I saw all these beer icons all over the place. I thought that seemed really crazy. That cannot be, right? So I went on the wiki page to find out more information about this, and it turns out, yep, that's exactly what we're doing. We are literally trying to get the aliens drunk. I want to congratulate and thank the people who worked on this map. This is such a funny and clever idea. It's just so hilarious. It kind of reminds me of the movie Independence Day, but if someone were to make a parody of Independence Day, this is how they would destroy the alien race. They would get them drunk. And also the announcer on this map is hilarious. It's so funny. I think TF2 just created the next big meme. Okay, next are the new weapons, or more like the new reskins of weapons. And I know people would have liked completely new weapons with new stats, but I'm sure Valve is busy working on matchmaking and competitive and all that stuff, so we'll leave them to do that. Now, the Geiger counter is a Wrangler reskin, which I found I didn't keep active that much, since I usually use the Wrangler for a quick shield and not really for the remote control part. And that's kind of a shame, since the model looks amazing and I would like to see it more often. It's just, I don't really play like that. I'd rather have the sentry shoot automatically, and I'll just worry about repairing it. The Capper, which stands for the Captain's Advanced Pulsatron Particle Electromagnetic Ray Gun. Jeez, that's a mouthful. That has got to be like the most sciencey name ever, right? This is a pistol reskin for the Scout and the Engineer, which has a very, very nice sound to it. Now, since this is just a reskin, there's still a reload animation like the regular pistol. You know, it has like a magazine, which seems a little out of place to me, but, you know, it's a laser-based weapon, as I figured it would reload another way, but who knows, maybe in the future when we have real handheld laser weapons, I'm sure that's gonna come sometime in the future, maybe that's how we'll reload those things, I don't know. The shooting star is a MacLeod reskin for the sniper, which again has amazing sound to it, and I've noticed that sometimes it actually shoots 2 trails instead of 1, but maybe I think it's just a graphical glitch, I don't think it's actually shooting 2. And finally, the Bat Saber, which is a reskin of the bat for the Scout. Now, I think people really wanted the laser pan instead of the Bat Saber because it's available, the pan is available for multiple classes, and the frying pan is sort of the default melee weapon in TF2, even though it's actually a promotional item from Left 4 Dead 2. But I think when you think of like a default melee weapon, you just use a frying pan, right? At least I do. Now, maybe they didn't want to steal the Golden Pan's thunder by coming out with another pan variant, but I think this would have been okay. In fact, they could sort of start a thing in TF2 and make the variants of the pan sort of a thing to collect. Make them very rare so that people can try to collect them all. Imagine having a collection of all these different types of pans. I think that'll be really cool. Plus, this could be an opportunity for a future Left 4 Dead 3 promo item, right? Actually, you know what would be even better? Is to have a beam, an I-beam. Oh my gosh. That should have been the super rare unlock. The super rare item in those cases is an I-beam that you go around hitting people. That would have been so funny. I wouldn't be surprised if someone made a TF2 workshop item just for that, just because of this whole beam thing. So there are a lot of other things in this update, like the space-themed cosmetics, the new taunt, and the new unusual effects, which I'm guessing that the nebula, that nebula one looks really nice. That's probably going to be the most expensive. It looks amazing. There's a lot of cool stuff in this update, so be sure to check them out in game. So my question for you is, what's your favorite thing about the Invasion update? Actually, wait. That's a silly question, because the best thing about this update is obviously the beam, right? No, but really. What do you like best about this update? And also, are there things that you don't like about this update? Let me know in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.